Welcome back, everyone. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. This is my first ever Liliac reaction to their newly released cover, Heaven and Hell. That was the Ronnie James Dio era of Black Sabbath. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. I have been keeping my eyes upon this band for a while now, and I understand a bit of their backstory, being brothers and sisters of family, the Romanian Americans. Their mom and dad being the driving force behind this. And I've watched them since they were little, and those videos of them out on the Santa Monica Pier, all of that. So I do have a familiarity with it. And we've got, if I remember the names correctly, we've got Melody on vocals, we've got Sam on guitar, we've got Ethan on bass, Justin on keys, and Abigail on drums. It's good to have her back. I understand that she began another chapter in her life with marriage and family, so very cool. And so I'm looking forward to this one, absolutely. If you guys are new here, welcome. I do things a little bit differently, but don't worry about it. It's all good, because everything here is raw, honest, and unedited. All right, keep that in mind. Have a seat. I've invited you over into my living room so we can watch this together, and I will give you everything I got on this one. Please like, subscribe, and share. That helps grow the channel, and that gets this wonderful family more exposure as well. All right? You guys ready? I'm ready. Oh, that's so powerful, so heavy. Yeah. It's got the definite Liliac flavor to it. Okay, that's a little different. So in the original song, when we get to that part after the intro, the riff is introduced, that's supposed to be a bass and drums only, but you've got Sam who's doubling the bass and giving it a little bit more of a crunchy attack. It's not just Ethan and Abigail playing. And of course we've got Justin, he's on keys. So that's not in the original song, so they've got to find space for him. And you can already sense this, their arrangement is slightly different than the original. How they're attacking it, how they're making space for all of the band members. It's pretty cool. That voice. I like some of the camera tricks they're using, effects that I just said. Great outfits. In the way she sings. I'll talk about that after. That's a 5-string bass I think he's playing. Yeah, that's a 5-string. Guitar solo time. Oh, Sam. Character there. We're going back to that. He's added some character, his own personality into that solo. Okay, that solo is not spot on the way Tony Iommi played it, but that's okay. It still has the spirit of the solo, but definitely Sam has his own musical voice that is becoming identifiable, which is really good because now that's heading up the ladder of mastery for a guitar player. And when you can take over a solo and make it your own without destroying the spirit of the original solo, that impresses me a lot. Palm muting there gives it a little zazz, in my opinion. Great job on those bends, by the way. Sweeping arpeggios. All right. Nice job, man. Is there playing up there? Oh, what's this? Is that melody? It sure is. I didn't know she was a flautist. No doubt. Wow. And I love the color and costume difference between what she was wearing when she was singing versus playing the flute here. Kind of that heaven and hell theme carried over visually. Very cool. And man, are we gonna see some Jethro Tull covers from them? Because I mean, if she's playing flute, man, why not, right? That'd be really cool. Okay, so you heard everything that I had to say about Sam, and I think he's really developed into a very fine guitar player. Somebody who's going to, I think someday he's probably going to do something beyond Liliac. Not that Liliac would end, but I think he would do something beyond the Liliac that would explore where he wants to go as a guitar player. I think that's inevitable. You know, they're not just simply a cover band. They started out that way, and hats off to them. You know, that's what this channel has become. My channel is identifying these independent artists who aren't inadvertently corrupted by the music industry. We're trying to do this the right way, in the spirit of music, the way it's meant to be. You know, it's such a blessing that God gave us to communicate with one another and to do such wonderful things, that it's just a shame that the music industry is just all corrupted. And so when you have groups like this isn't the only family group that I've reacted to. I mean, we have Liliac, Sola Bros from the Philippines, Franz Rhythm from the Philippines, who else? The Rayo Brothers from the Philippines. Is there any other family bands that I have? I can't think of off the top of my head. But definitely here's, for me, it's wonderful to see this, because you're seeing a family unit function. They have a goal and they're working together. It's, I don't know if it's a little bit different if it's non-related people that are coming together and working for a goal. Maybe that could be in certain ways a little more challenging, and in certain ways being a family unit can be a little more challenging. But I'm thinking, because of the chemistry there, because the parents have been overseeing this from the beginning, not that there's any conflicts, not that there isn't any conflicts, I'm sure there are, but I think it's easier to mend those conflicts and to get upon the same page when you're working as a family unit. And in this day and age, when the family unit is under attack, when the spirit in this world is trying to destroy that wonderful, wonderful unit that God gave us, it's so nice to see, especially in the arts, especially in music, where you have a family working together. I think it's wonderful with her voice. Now, like I said, I've listened to them on and off over the last couple of years, and the evolution of their playing their individual instruments along with her vocals. I know she used to play bass at first, and Ethan was a rhythm guitar player. Actually, he wasn't. I remember seeing when they were really little and they played The Trooper that he was able to play a lead as well, really good. So very talented there. But as far as her vocals, I was saying it sounds like she's approaching it in a more of a mature way. Still, she has this sound that is so rich and full, and has a little bit more attack as well on it. And it's very much in the style of Ronnie James Dio. She's been very vocal about that, as well as other vocalists, but for sure Ronnie James. And how she kind of rounds out around those vowels, and just has this, best way I can put it is just this rounding approach to her words and how she sings them. And I think that's great, but I don't think it works for every kind of song. And in this one, I didn't. It's there, but it's different. It's a little more tempered. I think there's a little bit more attack. There's a little less. Well, there's a little less of that overall. I think the vocal attack was a little more straightforward. You know, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I can't really articulate the thought the way I feel like I should. But I've sensed a little bit of a difference. Like, okay, so what am I comparing it to? I'm comparing it to, I remember when they released their cover version of Master of Puppets, okay? Which was really awesome, but I didn't feel her vocals were done. I think they could have been done a little bit better for that song. The way she approaches how she sings, and that was, what, a year ago, something like that, is much different now than it was then. So, not that it was bad. I'm noticing some subtle changes, and I think she's making some shifts and some changes as to how she attacks the vocals, how she interprets the vocals, and where she goes from here is all of them. Sky's the limit, absolutely. So, very cool, very cool. Thanks for joining me. God bless you, Jesus loves you, and remember Joshua 1:9.